I'm Mike Hardigan. Thanks for joining me for this keyboard series on reading chord changes and making it sound tasty and professional. I've got some great ideas for anybody who's interested in playing keys for a living. In today's video, we're going to look at the musical vocabulary found in soft rock and pop country. Last time we met, singer-songwriter Steve asked us to play some keyboards for him with no preparation time. Once in a while, you get handed a chart and then it's go time. Lucky for us, there's not much to this one. Suppose the song turns out to be a love ballad. I've got a trick up my sleeves for playing in soft rock styles that isn't rocket science, but I think it really fills out the sound. Here it is. I add a 2 or 9 to the major chords. Since the late 60s or early 70s, pianists have been doing this in pop styles, and it always seems to sound appropriate. This is a personal observation. You won't find it in the theory books. In published music, you'll see it notated as add 2 or add 9, but I see it way less in the working world. I would absolutely do this for a chart like this one, even though it only calls for the basic triads. I do it all the time, and I haven't been yelled at yet. With the band, you can apply this extra note to any chord pattern you might normally play, still taking into account all the usual considerations about voice leading, groove, and register. It works beautifully for block chords, and with arpeggiation, it lends itself to some very nice lines. Now, if Steve's songs routinely contain lyrics about trucks and beer,
I got some beer in the back of my truck.
we can do almost the same thing, but with an extra twist. The added 2 is just as commonplace in country music as in pop, but piano players tend to use a unique rhythm. This grace note lick was popularized in the 60s by Floyd Kramer, and you still hear it today anytime there's a piano in a country song. I have a whole video from a while back on how to play the lick, but it's basically a grace note from the 2 to the 3, played on the beat with the 5 on top. It's definitely easiest to play in root position, but it's possible to play this lick on every chord in our sequence and still use good voice leading to move from chord to chord. The way I do that is I'll play the lick, voice lead to the next chord, and then mid-chord shift to root position and play the lick again. It sounds a bit smoother doing this than just picking up the root position, voicing and plopping it down for each chord, although that technique doesn't sound quite as disjointed when you're playing an embellishment as it does when you're just playing chord tones. Adding just one extra note into your chord voicings does so much to fill out the sound of the piano and keep it interesting when you're playing accompaniment in pop and country styles. Leave a comment down there if you have any suggestions on how to further spice up these styles, or if you have any questions at all. In the next video, we'll look at some of the idiomatic elements you can inject when you're playing genres that are influenced by the blues. Every Tuesday there's a new video, and I'd love for you to subscribe and keep in touch as we look at the details of playing keys in a band or recording session. And I'm doing this because I believe there's plenty of work and opportunity out there for keyboard players, and I want to give you the tools to be as prepared and professional as you can so that you'll keep getting called back for more work. Thanks for watching.